Hi, I'm Diane, the Death Guide, and I'm here to talk to you about your best life and your best death. Today I want to read you a piece from Die Wise. This is a book by Stephen Jenkinson. It's one of my favorites. Thick tome, very dense, and he has so much to say. Listen to this. If you don't believe in dying and in the need to be good at it, you will believe that less dying is better dying. By less dying, I mean less awareness, less presence, less evidence, less to do. He talks about appearing on a live call-in show, and he says, I love doing this. It's my favorite kind of caper because it's unscripted and a lot of things can happen. So there was a doctor and another, a nurse, and so they each were asked, how did they imagine their deaths? And the doctor and the nurse both talked about kind of a quiet, peaceful death. And then the host looked to Stephen Jenkinson and said, what about you? I've thought about this quite a bit, he said. It comes with the job I do. I believe I would like things to be as messy as possible. Dead silence. After a moment, the host said, messy? And he went on to explain that messy meant not pain, not, bodily fluids flying everywhere, but an engagement with death. That people who were there with him would understand that this was labor, this was a job, this was a thing to move through and do. He goes on to talk about, this is on page 200, he goes on to talk about, why do we assume the dying know so much about dying? Because the fact is, in a death-phobic society, they often don't. He says, we have this idea that the dying know best, and what they want for themselves and what they don't want for themselves somehow has a gospel ring. Where does their expertise come from? What death wisdom do they automatically derive from their diagnosis? Why do we think that dying people know what they need and treat them accordingly? In practice, he says, patient-centered care means bringing expertise to the people, talking to them about what they need, whether it's a pain medication or conversation and support around dying. People don't necessarily know what they need. Do you believe you know what you need? I'm Diane, and again, I'm here to talk about your best life and how you might choose to make your death the best death it can be for you.